Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Miza Shahira Muhammad Faizal, UKM TESOL undergraduate. My supervisor is Associate Professor Dr. Melomat Yunus, and today I am going to present my research study entitled The Development of an English Grammar Module for Upper Primary School Pupils in a Tuition Center. In this presentation, I will briefly discuss the introduction, literature review, methodology, the findings and discussions, as well as the summary of the whole research study. So due to uncertain changes of medium of instruction from Bahasa to English, English to Bahasa, this has caused the ability to speak and write in English deteriorates. So various ways were considered to curb this issue. One of them is exposure of the English language in early childhood education. Many kindergartens and play schools have English as a medium of instruction, as they are not bound to follow the government policies. Not only starting early is important, the trend of involvement in shadow education, such as private tutoring, additional classes, does not show any sign of decrement. Through the examined data from 2004 and 5 household expenditure survey, Malaysians spend 20.1% on private tutoring. Therefore, these shadow education services are holding responsibilities to help pupils in their studies. With such a huge responsibility, shadow education services are aiming to provide the best learning experience to fulfill the pupils' needs. However, there are several issues, and these issues are the statement of problems for my research study. Firstly, the pupils were found out to have inadequate understanding of the English grammar concepts. The second problem statement is the tuition centers stated that appropriate material to cater to the pupils' needs are insufficient, where the available workbooks either contain too much grammar information or they are mixed with other skills such as reading comprehension exercises and etc. Thirdly, the tuition center needs their own befitting teaching and learning module for meaningful lessons. Based on those problem statements, this study aims to answer 4 research questions, which are number 1, what are the needs of the tuition center management unit for developing a module? Number 2, what are the challenging grammatical aspects that the pupils are currently facing? Number 3, how to design and develop a grammar module for Year 6 to Form 2 ESL pupils? And the last one, what is the level of suitability of the grammar module in terms of its content, user-friendliness, and usability? Next, in the literature review, I am going to briefly discuss the needs analysis, Vygotsky ZPD, Sweller's theory of cognitive load, and Bloom's taxonomy. The needs analysis is a first step in RD instructional design to develop a module. It could provide validity and relevancy as it opposes the one-size-fits-all approach. Therefore, many language module developments begin with needs analysis as the first step before designing a material. ZPD is development of a child's mind, which is influenced by the amount of guidance that they receive. It was proven to be useful in material development as it ensures that the material should not be too difficult or easy as it could lead to demotivation. Another study found out that the scaffolding of ZPD through an intervention after a pretest has enhanced the pupil's reading comprehension. Next, Sweller's theory of cognitive load (CLT) suggests that components in the learning material such as the instruction, learning objectives, and others should be related to learning. These will avoid the module user from wasting their mental power to understand unnecessary things such as unclear objectives. They can channel their cognitive power to complete the questions or tasks in the module. Bloom's taxonomy provides understandable organization structure for classifying goals, objectives, and standards. These are supported by Krathwohl 2002, and Roth 2002 also stated that the taxonomy can be applied to formulate good instructions. Now, for the methodology, it is a mixed method research that comprises qualitative and quantitative methods to gather data. The grammar module also was designed and developed based on an adapted ADDIE model to suit the research study. The research was carried out at IM Tuition Center, Klang, Selangor, where it involved 13 random pupils through purposive sampling. The head of the education unit, Mrs. Sarah, and 3 experts who are primary school teacher with more than 5 years experience. The first research instrument is a list of interview questions for Mrs. Sarah to identify the learning problems, goals and objectives, and learners' needs. The second instrument is a set of 46 grammar questions of past year trial UPSR for the 13 pupils. And the third research instrument is a module evaluation checklist adapted from Arlina 2017 for the experts. Let us proceed to the findings and discussions. Firstly, the results for interview session attempts to answer the first research question. Based on the answers given by the interviewee, the researcher could deduce that the pupils' learning problems are: number 1, weak mastery on grammatical aspects; number 2, lack of ability to differentiate parts of speech in English; and number 3, poor writing outcomes due to grammar mistakes. Therefore, the development of the module shall consider these concerns to help in improving such needs, which have been discovered. For goals and objectives, the module aims to be used by the Year 6 pupils, but it shall suit for the usage of Year 4 to Form 2 as well. The module shall serve the purpose in enhancing the pupils' grammar knowledge and befitting as the official workbook for the tuition center. As a result of completing this module, the pupils are expected to acquire adequate knowledge of basic grammar and able to construct good sentences and essays. For learners' need, the module should refer the syllabus of Year 4 to Year 6, and this gives the researcher a better portrayal for the contents of the module and the level of difficulties that the module shall possess. Secondly, error analysis was conducted as a part of the needs analysis. The result shows that the highest number of wrongly answered questions were on subject-verb agreement topic, where 12 pupils, 92.3%, answered the questions incorrectly and followed by adjective questions. Meanwhile, the least number of wrongly answered questions is noun, with only 13 incorrect answers. One of the proposed costs is the interference of the first language. The grammar structures and rules are completely different between Malay language and English. Thirdly, this part aims to answer how to design and develop a grammar module. The module was developed with 2 units, grammar and vocabulary. The topics chosen were based on the national syllabus of English primary school, and the topic layout starts with a pre-test, interventions through worksheet, and a post-test as supported by Vygotsky scaffolding of ZPD. Besides, there is also a simple note provided for the pupils' quick reference as supported by CLT. And various type of questions were created involving the cognitive domains in Bloom's taxonomy, such as understanding, applying, and much more. Fourthly, the findings for module evaluation checklist have answered research question 4. There are 3 components that were assessed by the experts, which are the contents, user-friendliness, and usability. For content, overall, most of the criteria average marks are above 4, and this shows that the content of the module is appropriate for the target pupils. For user-friendliness, the experts agreed that the grammar module does not possess any technical constraints and unclear instructions. However, there are several suggestions to amend some parts in the module, such as the inconsistency of page layout, font size, and others. Lastly, the usability of the module was described by the experts to be suitable for independent learning for intermediate to advanced learners. The beginner learners still need the teacher to guide them to complete the exercises in the module. However, the experts gave a high average score of 4.4 for the module suitability to be utilized in ESL context. Overall, the study conducted the phases based on the RD model to develop a grammar module, and in this study, there were 2 types of analysis done, which are the needs analysis based on an interview session and error analysis through a set of grammar questions. The analysis results were used as the foundation of the module development and to determine the appropriate topics that shall be included. The design and development phase of the module was supported by several relevant theories such as Vygotsky zone of proximal development, CLT, Swallows cognitive load theory, and Bloom's taxonomy. The module also has been evaluated by 3 experts and received positive responses with high average scores. It can be concluded that the module fulfills the needs of the target users, which are the Year 6 to Form 2 pupils in ESL context. It is also deemed to be appropriate for the target users, user-friendly, and feasible to be used in the classroom. Although there are some improvements such as the module accessibility and involving 21st century learning approach, this research study has provided some insights on the design and development of a grammar module which could help in enhancing the pupils' mastery in the context of tuition center. That's all from me. Thank you very much.